So to help people understand what we mean by digital marketing, we first ask them for their opinions, and we ask whoever's in the room, the team we're meeting with, we ask them for what kind of ideas they've heard about, what kind of things they'd like to do in digital marketing. So everyone has ideas about what it is. So if you imagine taking a dartboard and have everyone writing their ideas about what digital marketing is on a little piece of paper that's attached to a dart and then thrown at a dartboard, you'd kind of get something like this. Some people would think it's pay-per-click, PPC. Some people would think it's being number one on Google. Some people may have heard about content marketing or SEO, Facebook, social, Twitter, blogs, affiliates, e-commerce, big data. Anyway, so you get kind of a scattering of ideas across the board, and each of them valid in their own way. And then we just point out, but actually the entire picture of digital marketing, it looks more like this. It's this digital marketing technology landscape, and it's got 4,000 different tools and software options. So this is kind of what they and their team have been aware of, but really this is the entire landscape that those of us that are digital marketing practitioners are aware of, and this is where we're pulling our decision sets from. So you can see it's quite a bit different. Now this looks very complicated and confusing, all this stuff. I mean, wow. But when you begin to look at it, you can see that, move this a little aside, you can see that all of these categories and all of these individual tools, if you follow the little line up here, they all group into just 6 different categories: advertising, content, social, commerce, data, or management. So no matter what tool, or no matter what dart they've thrown up here, it's going to group into one of these 6 categories, which is really nice to know. Begin to sort it down, begin to put some logic to it and some order to it so that you can begin to take the next steps. And those next steps will look like this. So the question isn't really a matter of what particular tool you're going to use, but it's a matter of what you're trying to accomplish. When do you need to use those categories? When do you need to use the first advertising category? That's when you need to bring more traffic to your site. When you need the content category, that's when your story isn't being told and you need to build that out. When you need to do the social category, that's when you want to build community. When it's all about selling, you want to do e-commerce. When you need more facts, you need to know stuff, then it's data. And when you need internal improvements, internal coordination, software to help your team be productive, then that's management. So you can see up here, all of these things drive to these 6 categories. And then these are the reasons why you would use those 6 categories. Now here we have examples of what we mean by each of these categories. And we won't go into depth there, but when we're in our client meetings, we have boards and ways to demonstrate all of these types of techniques and more specific programs that accomplish these goals. But for right now, the important thing is to just remember that there are specific goals and you need to use them at specific times. Fun stuff. Man, what a cool world we live in. Let's just pause here for a minute. Notice that all of these tactics for achieving the objectives of the 6 categories mentioned up here, these items down here are the very subjects of the academy courses that you've been studying. Your training is targeted towards fulfilling against these goals. Just wanted to point that out so you can see the logic behind the development of the academy materials.